So you think we Californians like our cheese? Well, you're right. California is second in the nation in cheese production and is quickly gaining ground on Wisconsin and becoming the biggest cheese producer in the U.S. And over the years, more and more artisan handcrafted cheese operations are popping up all over the state. Take, for example, the Marin French Cheese Company, which has produced artisanal handmade cheese in the same location in Petaluma since 1865 and is the oldest continually operating cheese factory in the United States. The company has seen huge success in recent years. Their triple cream Brie was named best in the world back in 2005.
The process of working by hand, that you feel the curds, you sense when they're ready. It's very much a sense of process.
Nearby, you'll find the Giacomini family, who have taken handcrafted cheeses to a whole new level. Family patriarch Bob actually started the dairy back in 1959, but it wasn't until 2000 that he launched his cheese-making business and ultimately reunited his family by bringing his daughters back to the farm.
3 of our kids come back on the farm and get involved in something of my life's work.
Along with his daughters Jill, Karen, and Lynn, cheesemaker Bob handcrafted the now wildly popular Point Reyes Farmstead Blue Cheese, which is California's only classic style blue. It begins with milk coming in from the dairy just 50 yards away. There are several steps of production carefully choreographed by experts. But all that hard work can be tasted by anyone lucky enough to try a sample of this special cheese.
The product is what's brought the family back on the farm, and to continue to do this and see the family grow along with the product is what makes it all worthwhile living for.
And while small cheesemakers like Point Reyes Blue Cheese have caught the attention of foodies across the world, they're not alone. Overall, California cheese production has nearly doubled in the last decade, and there are now around 55 major producers turning out more than 250 different types of cheeses.
And one of the areas that's seen the biggest growth is the Hispanic cheese market. Production is up 50%, and no one is happier about that than the Fagundes family. You see, they're hoping some of their old world recipes will create a new market for California cheese.
California is actually the largest producer of Hispanic-style cheeses in the country, which is the main reason farmer John Fagundes got into the cheese-making market. His family started their dairy in the small Central Valley town of Hanford back in 1916, but only recently did they see the popularity of cheese in California and decided to take the plunge into the specialty cheese-making business.
California is going to be maybe someday the largest cheese-making state in the U.S. It's not quite there yet. We are the largest milk-producing state currently, and but it's great to have all these different styles of cheeses.
Their Hispanic-style cheese and Portuguese-style cheese, both of which were recipes from John's mom, have been voted best in their class by the American Cheese Society. And it's not surprising when you see their operation and how extra TLC is given to each block, wedge, or wheel that's produced here. So now when you say the word cheese in California, the first smile just might come from farmers responsible for making some pretty picture-perfect products. A trip to the cheese department at your local grocery store can be an overwhelming experience at times. But knowing how to buy cheese and how to store it will ensure you get your money's worth each time.
And there's no better place to learn about all of the cheeses made in California than here at Cheese Plus in San Francisco. Come on, let's go check it out.
And there's no better person to enlighten us about cheese than Judy Crichton. Judy has been a cheese educator for 25 years now and is currently an instructor at the Cheese School in San Francisco. But school is one thing. Stepping into a cheese shop with hundreds of different cheeses in front of you is something entirely different.
Okay, Judy, to me, this looks so intimidating. When I come into a cheese shop like this, where do I even begin?
It is daunting to look at this beautiful, large selection and try to figure it out. It's intimidating. What I recommend is do take a good look at it all and just savor all the colors and the shapes and Then think about what you like and narrow it down into one of a dozen flavor families.
So now we've moved over to our favorite cheesemonger. Ray back there is going to help us with a platter. What do I do if I just want a simple platter of California cheeses for a dinner party? Where would you even start with something like that?
Well, again, I'd start with your favorite types. We usually recommend about 2 ounces per person.
Okay.
Total, so if you have 10 people, you're going to be buying 20 to 24 ounces of cheese.
And this is?
This is Mezzo Secco from
Okay.
Bella Cheese Company in Sonoma.
Okay.
So it's meant to say half dry.
Smooth, very nice, very nice.
So no matter how you slice it, dice it, shred it, or chop it, take time to stop and smell, taste, and enjoy the variety of California cheeses available to us these days.